It's time for another episode of Rainmaker for Contractors. Interviews and success stories with $1 million plus basement waterproofing and foundation repair owners. Discover how they market and grow their companies in today's economy. Hear directly from the most successful leaders in your industry. With your host and Rainmaker for Contractors owner, Bill Crawford.
Hey, well, welcome everybody to the Rainmaker for Contractor podcast. We have two super special guests today. We have Andre and Erika from Easy Breathe. Hey, let's jump right into it. Andre and Erika, welcome to the show. Tell us about your company and what do you do and what's special about your product?
So we've been in the business about 18 years now, and we manufacture a line of ventilation products that create whole house air exchanges in the house, in the garage. So we manufacture ventilation product for your basement. We manufacture a ventilation product for the crawl space. We manufacture a ventilation product for the garage.
Wow.
And we create whole house air exchanges, which are very, very important nowadays.
All right, fair enough. How does your product make the world a better place?
Got it. So, what we found, and as people are learning right now, what we've already known is the importance of ventilation. Okay. The importance of taking that air from inside someone's living space that they spend 90% of their time indoors and evacuating that out multiple times a day. Doesn't sound exciting, but when you realize the health benefits of something like that, that's what we do, right? So we make the world a better place one house at a time by installing our ventilation product that then creates anywhere from 6 to 10 whole house air exchanges every single day, and then allows all that bad stuff that gets built up and creates these sick homes, again, that people spend 90% of their time indoors. It evacuates that outside and creates a healthy environment in the house.
Our testing in the last 20 years continues to show a home with an Easy Breathe, when we do an air quality test before we put an Easy Breathe in, and then we do it again after, we consistently show a decrease in about 85% of airborne contaminants. Now that's a big fancy word that just means the little floaties in the air. And we liken that to when you stand at the kitchen sink and you see that ray of sunshine come through and all those little floaties. A home with an Easy Breathe will have 85% less of those. So that's how our testing has proven everything that Andre just said.
Impressive. That's awesome. Hey, for my business, when we get a 5-star review and it's a great one, I got to tell you that makes my day. It can make my week. I get so much satisfaction. Do you have a specific, 5-star review that you'd like to share that kind of gives you energy?
Sure. We're lucky enough that because we do what we do every week, we get these awesome letters from people that talk about grandparents that can now come over to visit, or maybe grandma lives in the basement, or the kids can play in the basement where they couldn't do it before. So we have thousands of those that do what you said. They make us feel really good. But I think one of the best ones, because I tend to be a bit of a comic myself, or I like that stuff. One of the best ones was, it was almost like the start of an infomercial. The headline was, "I bought an Easy Breathe and lost 10 pounds." Wait, what? So we open it up, and the gentleman goes on to explain how he could never go into his basement because his basement made him sick. And that's where his treadmill was, and his free weights, and his little room where he used to work out. So then he bought an Easy Breathe and installed it. And about a week later, he started to go down in his basement and realized that he could spend time down there and especially start huffing and puffing and working out without feeling sick. But the best part was the headline of the review was, "I bought an Easy Breathe and lost 10 pounds," which again, it sounds almost like it should be an infomercial with, but wait, there's more, but
sure, I bet the guy probably writes marketing ads,
Exactly. Well, and I have to say, the typical ones that we get, my favorite was a dad that called in and said, we tried Easy Breathe as a last resort. We have 2 little boys. They suffer from asthma and allergies. They're always taking medicine. They're always tired. They're always sick. And after the Easy Breathe was installed, he said, it didn't cure their asthma or allergies, but they have so much more energy. They don't need their medicine as often. They're 2 boys full of life, and they run around and they play. And it's been a big adjustment to the lifestyle. And those, like you said, that's what keeps us inspired. We share it with our teams. We share it with our contractors, because we get to go to work every day and help people, improve their lifestyle, lose 10 pounds, have healthier children, a healthier home. It's the best. We love it.
Wow. How do you put a price tag to that?
Exactly.
So where are your, like, who's selling your product? Do you sell directly to the customer? Do you go through contractors? How does that work?
We allow contractors to buy from us as they're a dealer. We do offer it to homeowners that are looking to improve their indoor air quality, get rid of their musty odors, whatever. They come to us for all sorts of reasons. We're learning that. So we offer it to homeowners direct, and we also offer it through a contractor dealership opportunities.
Got it. Would there be a certain type of contractor that would tend to carry your product? Or is it all different kinds?
Yeah, we thought in the beginning it would just be, our parent company is a waterproofing company. So we thought, we're going to go after waterproofers. But we quickly learned anybody that's in the home, anybody that's in the basement or in the crawl space. So we have, pest control companies, mold remediation companies, contractor, basement finishers, indoor air quality folks, radon mitigators. If you're a contractor and you're in the home, this conversation, is well received by homeowners. Indoor air quality is the top of everybody's mind these days. So
wow.
Any contractor that has reason to be in a home, Easy Breathe is a good fit.
Wow. All right. That's great. So Easy Breathe, I'm thinking is a big company, of a big contractor dealership all throughout the United States, maybe beyond that. What do you attribute to your ongoing success to year after year?
So I think it's our ability to create relationships with our customers. So not just the homeowners, but specifically also the contractors, right? To give you a quick back, the elevator pitch to the story. We are a mom and pop. Like Eric and I are married. We own the company, right? We're not a big corporation. So every contractor that we sell to, we have a relationship with. And a lot of our success has come from listening to them, right? Our one product, the crawl space conditioner that we created, was a 100% a direct result of feedback from contractors, right? We had our basement ventilation system that everybody knows and loves, and it was the contractors that said, that's great, but in certain situations with crawl spaces, I need something different. And so they would send us drawings, we would send them drawings, we'd get prototypes and put them in hands of various contractors and say, tweak it and let us know what you think. And ultimately the result, which was a 100% collaboration between us and our contractors. So I think one of the great things that, as far as the success of our company, but also one of the things that makes us different, amongst other things, is our relationship with what we consider to be our customers, which is really, our contractors.
Nice. Excellent. And how about the Basement Health Association and the Indoor Air Quality Association? What's your role with them, and how does that fit with Easy Breathe?
So one of the other unique things about Easy Breathe is that you're going to have somebody like me on staff, right? I'm a healthy home specialist. I'm an indoor environmentalist. I'm certified in radon measurement. So you're going to have somebody that's knows the industry and is a professional in the industry that also manufactures this product, right? And we
indoor air quality geek. That's what we call him. He's our on-staff indoor air quality geek.
Yeah. So from the IAQA standpoint, the Indoor Air Quality Association, they provide a lot of ongoing training and education and things like that. And the BHA has been huge for us too, the Basement Health Association, because we're able, that gives us a venue physically, and, otherwise, on like this, an online presence to be in front of the contractors and get feedback from them and expand our product and expand our base by utilizing those kind of associations.
Nice. That's awesome. Hey, I know there's a lot of small businesses that listen, and sometimes it's hard to run a small business and you get discouraged. Things happen. So often something happens and you're like, I am just at my wit's end. This is crazy. And then you look back and you realize that moment was a turning point in your business, and that was a catalyst to growth. Is there a time in your business where you felt like your back was against the wall, and then you looked back and you said, man, I'm really glad that thing happened because it worked out and we're a better company because of it?
What do you think? I would say, I don't know. I don't quite know if our back was against the wall, but I would say we were really, really comfortable in the niche that we were in when we were selling to a group of waterproofers. Okay. It was great, and they know how to use the product. They know how to install it. There was an education process involved with us as far as how they're not just installing it and what you're doing for the house and how you're creating these whole house air exchanges. And I love that. And I think the big step for us to bring it up once again was to step in and create an association with the Basement Health Association, because we were able to meet not just, more, there was obviously a lot of waterproofers in there, but we were able to get outside of our little comfort zone of group of people that we were selling to, and meet a whole nother group of contractors that we can create relationships with, as far as, and then I would say the same with the IAQA, because again, now you're going and as Erika said, I'm the indoor air quality geek, but I go to a show like that and I'm not nearly close to the high man on the totem pole as far as credentials and things like that.
Sure.
So it's a great learning experience. And that's where you meet the people like the mold professionals that look at your product and go, hey, what do you do? Really? Wow, that's awesome. Or radon guys, one of the best things I did, go ahead.
The guys from the EPA that stopped by and said, wow, you really got this figured out. Nice. And I said, can we quote you on that? And he's like, oh, it's a product, I can't endorse it. But what you're doing with the basement and the crawl space and even the garage, we see that's a real contaminant source. So we've really always been on the cutting edge of a lot of this stuff that's now just coming to fruition. But yeah, I think building relationships and passing on our knowledge, it was a huge help, and really embracing, and like I said, it's a family business. So we treat our contractors as if they're family members.
So, but Bill, you mentioned getting stuck. I wouldn't say we ever get stuck, but one of the things we do tell our group of employees that we work with is that we encourage what we call fantastic failures, right? We want people to come up with ideas. We want people to try things.
That's how you learn.
We want people
fantastic
to
failures
and present it to all of us, not just Erika and I, but present it to the team. And we give it a try. If it doesn't work, it's a fantastic failure. Awesome job. What did you learn?
Right. How can we modify it so we grow and maybe hit it the next time?
I love it. That's culture, man. That's culture. Yeah. People thrive in the right culture.
It is.
All right. So we have the technical IAQA geek, Andre. Erika, you do a little bit more sales. Let me ask you kind of some specific questions. If I'm a contractor, like, why would I want to kind of pick up the Easy Breathe line and add it to my other products that I offer in the home?
It's all about, increasing the value to your customers. The more you can offer them that's, relevant to the service you're providing. And right now, there's nothing more relevant than indoor air quality. So, many people are trying to figure it out. Should they open their windows? Should they buy air purifiers? God forbid they start spraying chemicals like Febreze and all of these other things in their air. So when you come in and you're offering them a solution to a problem that they're struggling with, you've just added a lot more value to, let's say, your mold business or your waterproofing business, or maybe you're just down there, refinishing the floor, or you're down there offering your pest control services. Now that you can offer something that is a pain point for them, you've just increased the value to, your own company in their eyes. And, we've built in quite a bit of profitability. So we have contractors tell us all the time that this is the most profitable part of their business is the Easy Breathe.
It helps if you're already up and running, right, to add something on. But we all know there's a lot of expenses with a business in the first place, right? So that's great. That's great. So how hard is it to get kind of hooked up with Easy Breathe? Is it like, weeks of training? How many hoops would I have to jump through to get up and running?
Well, we've really streamlined the process since our early days. As I know Andre mentioned, we now offer online training. We have a whole dealer portal that we offer to people once they come on board. So, we offer things like webinars with regards to the sales process, the inspection process, also installation, the different products, and each comes with, a test so the manager can, hand out the test and along with the answer key. So you can really, and then we offer, personalized webinars as well. So what folks have been doing is they run their team through the various webinars. And I would say, you can hammer it out probably in a week if you did one a day. And then, you call us and we do a wrap up and answer any questions. So it's fairly easy. We make it really easy. This isn't something that takes a whole lot. We always tell people, if you can drill a 6-inch hole, and you offer an inspection process, and you're in the home providing a service, it really isn't that intensive in terms of labor or time investment and energy. It's a very easy add-on.
So I wouldn't have to become, IAQA certified and take some complicated.
No, that's why he's here.
All right.
Phone and
That
ask
works.
Andre.
That's why.
How would someone get in touch with you if they want to talk about that?
Easybreathe.com. That's letter E, letter Z, BREATHE.com is a great resource. Or just pick up the phone and call us. We've got, people standing by that can answer any questions. And that's 866-822-7328.
Awesome. Hey, I want to slip in a quick story that I have from Easy Breathe. No better time to tell it than now. So we bought probably an 85-year-old house a couple decades ago. Cinder block foundation, which is rare in the Chicago suburbs. Most of it is poured concrete. It wasn't one of those 8-foot ceilings, and it was unfinished. So a lot of the pipes had newspaper wrapped around the pipes or cloth taped. And that was because the humidity was so high, these pipes would just drip. And when we would go down in the basement in like July or August, it was literally like it was a climate change. I mean, you felt like you were in Florida in the tropics or something. We installed Easy Breathe. True story. Within 2 days, it was like the upstairs. It was totally different. And I could totally understand your story of someone being able to finally work out downstairs and just have better air that they're breathing in the basement. So it's a great product. Really believe in it.
I love that story. Thanks, Bill. Thanks. One of the things we always say with our contractors is when you come on board with us, the very first install should be in your own home.
Your sales manager.
So that, because this, right, from the work that you do, what better story than your own personal one that you can share when you walk into someone's house and be able to explain, your story,
For sure. You want to eat your own dog food, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Cool. So, a question, where are you headed? What's Easy Breathe focusing on right now? And, it sounds like you have some great products. You keep your ear to the ground, you get feedback from your contractors. Where are you wanting to go next here?
Well, we're really, we're redesigning our garage system, making it a little bit more streamlined and easier to install. So that's coming out by Q2 of this year.
Yep.
And we've really been pushing the indoor air quality testing aspect of the inspection. We have a few dealers that are knocking it out of the park. They start their inspection. We have a 30-minute air test that you plug in, you do your inspection. Within 30 minutes, you get real-time results of the snapshot of the indoor air quality in that home. Breaks it down to particulates,
VOCs,
chemicals, humidity, temperature, all these different variables, measuring sticks with regards to what's the current indoor air quality. So even folks that aren't the indoor air quality geeks, we've got the machine that will allow you to at least start the discussion, and then it really positions Easy Breathe as the solution. So it does a lot of the heavy lifting and gives customers a great report while you're still in the home. So we're really pushing the air advice testing monitor to get it in more hands of our contractors to help them, make that next step.
Awesome. That's super exciting. Hey, is there anything else you want to share before we wind it up here about Easy Breathe and what you're all about and who you're helping? And
I just feel blessed that we get to do this every day, not only together, as a family, but, I'll tell you what my 10-year-old said when COVID hit and we were hearing about, closed environments and easy, how easy it was to transmit the virus. I'll never forget. He looked at me and he goes, "Mom, Easy Breathe could save the world." And I love his perspective. It's all about air quality. We can help. And really, that's what we're here for. We really enjoy helping people, not only within their home and creating a better environment, but for helping businesses grow with a product that I just wholeheartedly believe in.
That's awesome.
I think the combination of the geeky back wheel side, where it gets all the knowledge, and then the front wheel side that also is way better to look at than the back wheel side, that can translate that into what spits out. I think we are positioned really well to help a lot of contractors right now that I know that some contractors are questioning, where their next job is going to be and are they going to be allowed in the home and things like that. But we are positioned really, really well to help people not only get in the home, but help their homeowners feel a lot better about being in their home.
Absolutely.
It's a really good, it's a feel good feeling. It really is.
Priceless. It's priceless.
Yeah.
Easybreathe.com. Erika, Andre, thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope you enjoyed the show.
We did.
Thank
Thanks
you
so much
so
for
much,
having us,
Bill.
Bill.
Thank you.
You've been listening to the Rainmaker for Contractors podcast, where basement waterproofing and foundation repair business owners and industry experts share marketing and sales information that helps you reach more customers. Please leave us a review on iTunes or your favorite podcast platform, and get all of our show notes at rainmakerforcontractors.com/podcast.